Okay, I should have been filming this in Walmart. I always have my phone with me. And when you know it, I had an encounter. Of course I had an encounter. Of course I had an encounter. But oh, I left my phone in the car because Mario wasn't really feeling good this morning, and I really felt bad for him. He's sprained his, I don't know, I think he sprained his limb, and he's got some muscle soreness, and he didn't poop, and not doing, he's walking around now. Now he pooped, so he just pooped. But anyway, so I walk into Walmart, and as I'm walking into Walmart, I am praying. Of course, I'm praying for an encounter. And I got my books with me. I got my bag. And in fact, I was telling my friends Alora and Wayne, I said, I'm going to go out today. And, part of me going out is not just I'm just running and hiking and biking for myself. No, 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 no. This is purposely. So when I'm out there, if the Lord has, and the Lord always does, right? So I go into Walmart and I'm praying, and I go around the corner of the mayo aisle. And I'm telling you what, I don't know what it is about mayo, because last week I had an encounter with a street preacher in front of the mayo. In fact, he grabbed the mayo and said, "It's so expensive." He said, "Can you believe this mayo is that expensive?" And I ended up talking to that guy for, oh, wow, probably a half hour. It was a long time. Here I am, going around the corner in the mayo aisle, and all of a sudden I look up, and here's this lady, and this is so funny. She's like, "Starry Hilder!" It's like, stop. So she's so excited. She's like, "Starry, Starry!" Ah! She's like doing like she can't believe it. I can't believe it. Starry! And people in the aisle, they're looking, and I'm like, "Hello, hi." And it was so beautiful because I looked at her and I said, "I just came in the store and I just got done praying for an encounter." And I said, she's like, "Well, I guess I'm it." I said, "I guess you're it." And she had her whole family with her. Beautiful family. Her husband and her 3 kids, and they're trying to they're homesteading, and she's been watching. She said for years. She says, "In fact, I remember when you were doing your laundry by hand." I said, "That is so ironic. I was just telling my friend this morning how I used to do laundry by hand." And she's like, "Oh man, why?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't know, because I was living off the grid." And she said, "I remember watching that." And she says, "This is just crazy." And I said, and she says, "I knew you were in South Carolina or North, I don't even know where I'm at. Am I North Carolina? I don't know. Where am I at?" She's like, and she says, "I just, well, maybe you're, and she told me later on in the conversation, she said, "I had been praying to meet you one day." And I'm like, "Well, here I am." And it was so wonderful. I said, "Hang on, let me get you a book." She took a picture, and I gave her, she said, "I got a book from Starry now." And I said, "Well, this is, wherever I go." And she said that she's been watching, and she says, "When you said that you weren't going to make any more videos," she says, "people are watching." And she says, "You're making a difference." She says, don't stop, and she said, "In fact, I just watched your video the other day and I left a comment." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, Tina." And she says, and you commented back." I was like, "Woohoo!" Because a lot of times I don't have time to comment back anymore, because I'm just, this is the life I have. But praise the Lord. And I asked if we could pray before we left, and I got to pray for the family. And it was wonderful. It was so wonderful. And to meet people who have been watching for all those years. So, I told her, I said, "You're blessing me today. This is blessing me. It's not just a blessing, like you said, for you, but it's a blessing for me." And I said, "This is what keeps me going and gives me hope, that what I'm doing is making a difference."